Siblings Faith Sinclair and Daniel Peach's lives are overshadowed by rare and devastating disease you've likely never heard of. Sialidosis is so rare, the peers say they're the only people in the country with it, and that there's only around 55 people diagnosed worldwide. The condition is a metabolic disorder caused by a defective gene, and historically there's been no official treatment. But now there is some hope, with trials underway in the US that could reverse it with a single injection. To talk more, we're so pleased to be joined this morning by Faith and Daniel. Morena, good morning to you both. Really appreciate you being with us. Faith, for those who are unfamiliar, can you describe to us what it's like to live with sialidosis?
So sialidosis is a progressive disorder. So you start off with symptoms. For me and my siblings, we were aged 18. And as we get older, it obviously gets worse. So day to day, it gets harder because of the symptoms that we have.
Yeah, Daniel, can I bring you in here?
Yeah, totally.
What is that like on a day to day?
It's every day is navigating life, and for each person with sialidosis, it's slightly different because the symptoms for each person are slightly different. So some people it's balance, some people it's eyesight, some people it's speech. But basically, those symptoms progress until you can't walk and talk and interact with the world. So it progresses until the everyday life is difficult. Yeah.
Faith, I know that you looked after your brother Anton. What is it that you still carry from your time that you cared for him, and now that you face the same thing?
So for me, Anton was an absolute pillar of strength, resilience, and hope. And that's what I feel I've learnt from him and I carry forward in everyday life. So for him, he always had hope that this thing that he had, which was undiagnosed for 2 decades, was something that he was able to overcome. Just unfortunately, that wasn't his future. But I definitely see it within myself and my brother and the wider sialidosis community.
Yeah, Daniel, same for you. You know, you saw what Anton went through, his experiences.
Yeah.
How has that shaped you?
Like Anton was incredible. Big brother, and many of the things I aspire to be. I was fortunate enough to be diagnosed, and I've surrounded myself with leading specialists and network, and I've had the fortune of specialist advice the entire time. My brother didn't have that, and I diagnosed my brother, which was a tough call, right? Like when I found out what was going on, Anton was already wheelchair bound. He really struggled to interact with people, and from the outside, looking in, it really looked like late onset Parkinson's, but it was nothing like that. But Anton, on the inside, he was always the same. He was the same brother I grew up learning from, and he taught me so much about music, guitar, a whole bunch of things, right? And at the end, that same guy was on the inside. I could see him behind the eyes, but it was hard to for the rest of the world to see the brother that I knew.
Yeah, beautiful, Daniel, and thank you for sharing that with us about your brother. So much to be grateful for him. Faith, can I bring you back in here? What would it mean to have access to gene therapy, and what is it going to take?
Honestly, if we were able to get it, not just for ourselves, but for the community, it's life-changing. There's people, obviously, that are wheelchair-bound and have progressed, like my brother Anton, and they would be able to get out of their wheelchairs. They would be able to feed themselves, to change themselves. Like, there's so much that this gene therapy could improve and give people back their independence that they've lost, that they will have a future, and get to spend time and quality time with family again. And that's just absolutely incredible. What it's going to take is community, a larger community to support the smaller community. So obviously we're looking for quite a lot of money, and a lot of funding and a lot of support and generosity. And I feel like as a country, we can do it together. And kia kaha, like we stand together strong. So
yeah, beautiful, Faith, beautiful. Is there a website? How can people get more information?
Absolutely. So we're doing several events currently. There's one that's coming up on the 5th of April on Event Finder. There's also a Give a Little page for us. It's Cure Sialidosis, and that's where you can find more information about what we're dealing with, our journey, and what the future holds for us.
Yeah. Thank you so much to the both of you, both Daniel and Faith, for being with us this morning, sharing your story, and sharing memories too about your beautiful brother Anton. We wish you all the very best. Thank you again, Faith and Daniel.
Go well. Thanks.
Whoa, Jenny May, if you go to Give a Little and you type into their search engine, the Give a Little search engine, Sialidosis, which is spelled S-I-A-L-I-D.
There it is. It's up on the screen.
Oh, there it is there. Yep. That's it. Just go there and you can type that word in on Give a Little and go and support them.
28
that was an interview.
past 7. I'm reading up.